Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, February 20th. We just got in, just made ourselves a classic breakfast of a bagel and yogurt, and now we're settling in. Just got some feedback for my songwriting assignment. We did pretty well. I'd say probably the lowest mark we've gotten in songwriting, but honestly, we kind of rushed it, and it definitely shows in our mark and the feedback that we got. It's not that anything was like totally botched or wrong. We just could have done a lot better. I don't even think I wrote out my lyric sheet properly for the layout of the track that I actually have. And so yeah, we move forward, and this time we're only doing 2 weeks per track instead of 3. So that means we finalize the track this week and then we write our next one next week. So that's a lot of work. Writing lyrics is challenging, but I actually really like it. Feels like another creative outlet. Very, very similar to the entire production process. So yeah, it's Sunday. We're right on schedule. We got everything done that we needed to do. We actually have another course we have to finish before the end of this quarter, and that's on Pro Tools, because part of the advanced program when I go down to LA is on Pro Tools, the recording section of that little program. So we got to finish that up in the next 4 weeks as well. So I think that'll be like my new weekend project. It doesn't look like there's a ton we got to do, but we have to finish that prior to the 2-week break, prior to the next quarter starting. We got to have that complete fully. Same with this quarter. We got to make sure we completely finish this quarter and not get behind anymore, because if we have even one assignment not marked, I mean, maybe because they know I'm coming down, they might just help me out and mark it. We just got to make sure we get everything done so there's no issues going down to LA in April. All right, let's check out what classes we got this week. Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Fun Day. And we're finally doing this on a Sunday. We're finally fully caught up, and we're going to keep it that way for the remainder of this level. Here we go. Unit 8, the bridge, D sharp, E flat minor, F sharp, D flat major, radio and record promotion. Starting off with songwriting. For this second and final stage of your riff-driven song, your job is to first refine your top line if necessary, making sure you're happy with the lyrics, melody, delivery, performance, and overall structure and sound selection. Moving forward, we have keyboard techniques. In this lesson, you will learn to play the scales and chords of D sharp or E flat minor and F sharp or G flat major. Pushing forward back into music business. In this lesson, we'll look at various ways of promoting your releases. Terrestrial radio, DIY, streaming platforms like Spotify. And then, as per usual, we end the unit with the keys playing assignment. Okay, so like I said, that songwriting assignment, 2 weeks only spent on this one. And I mean, this is on riffs, so riffs, super short, simple, repeatable little melody. So it's not really all that complicated, but I do have to write a whole other verse, which I thought my verse was actually strong enough that I could just repeat it, but Icon wants me to write lyrics for a second verse. Yeah, I'm so glad this is a smaller section. I feel like we've been working crazy hard, especially with our mentor this quarter. We're doing a lot of music, a lot of remixes. We got tons of originals. Things are just going really well, and they're very busy. So yeah, excited to jump into Unit 8. That'll be it for Sunday Fun Day today. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, February 21st. We just got into the studio and we got the lessons open. We want to get all these done today. This is the least amount of sections in the last like 2 to 3 weeks. I think there's only 16 or 18 sections where there was 21 before. So we're just going to get in this and we're going to get it all done. Today's actually a holiday in Canada, Family Day. So I got a friend, another producer who went to Icon, Dale Hughes, come into the studio and just chill and hang out, which will be really nice. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of lessons here for music theory as well as music business, so we're gonna get on that. Good afternoon and welcome back to Mental Health Monday. I think I'm just gonna keep piggybacking off of the prior week. What I said last week was putting energy into relationships and situations that really just did not serve me. I've shared in the vlog before, it's so bizarre because, in order to reach out to a contact, chances are they're a label, they're a manager, there's somebody in a position of something that you would like. And so simultaneously, you got to be cool about it. You can't just hit them up, ask them, hey, can you do this for me? Because they don't know who you are. They don't know what you're about. Maybe they've not even ever heard your music before. And so, yeah, chances are you're just going to come across as, just awkward and cringy. So you have to be friendly, make friends, network, kind of get to know them, and then ask. More so, though, if you can provide value in some way, then that'll help you out even more. And so relating this back to the very start of this thought process is most of this stuff actually does have to happen organically. And a lot of the Q&As that I've gone to at Icon, that's kind of how things unfolded. It was a result of seeking opportunity and doing the work, and then their manager all of a sudden was friends with this person, and then they got introduced, and then through that connection they became friends, and then voila, they were their manager. And so what I have found, kind of bringing this full circle, I try to force my way into situations or relationships with people. Then, because I think that this could go somewhere, I start to place more value on the relationship than is there in reality, or that is being reciprocated. And then I start to create expectations in my head because I'm building up the story. And then when those expectations aren't met, I feel disappointed. I feel like a failure. I feel like I didn't accomplish what I set out to do. And so that whole energy, that whole vibe of that unfolding, that's already going to come across cringy and awkward. So we really do have to trust the timing. If we continue to do the next right thing for us, continue to work hard, seek opportunities, get our music out there, leverage all of our successes, big and small, to get to that next level, then we're going to start attracting these things to us. That's really the simple law of manifesting. It takes a lot of work and a lot of focus on doing the actual work right now. We can stay scared, we cannot take these risks, we can't, if we don't reach out to people, if we don't put ourselves in these situations, we're never gonna know. So we gotta try. So it's really interesting to me how everything's unfolding, how the process is going, and I'm genuinely grateful for where I'm at. Don't try to force things. We're balancing effort with ease this year, and that's it. All right, that'll be it for Mental Health Monday today. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, February 22nd. We just got in from yoga, and right away we need to dive into our songwriting assignment. So I've already got everything down, and I'm feeling really good about this song. I actually did kind of like a rock grunge vibe, believe it or not. I'm definitely going to show you this track once I get the mark back, but yeah, we need to get on it. We need to sing all the vocal layers and then rearrange the track a bit because it just kind of didn't make sense to my instructor. We got a couple hours to work on that before our therapy session, so we gotta get on it. Okay, so it's Tuesday afternoon. I already handed in my songwriting assignment, already got it back and marked. I really wanted to show you a little preview, but as an added bonus, I'm gonna show you some feedback that I got for one specific section in my song. I don't wanna let you down, 'cause I want you to live your life, 'cause I don't wanna let you down, 'cause you deserve what I can't give you. I don't wanna let you down, 'cause I want you to be so happy.
I mean, those backings, they're gold, they're fire, they're wicked good. It was such a, I'm listening to the song and I'm like, yeah, everything's working, this all makes sense and everything like that. And then I heard those backings and I was like, Graham, get it. Very, very proud of you.
Couldn't really get any better feedback than that from a trained, very, very talented vocalist who is the songwriting teacher. I'm feeling so good about that. Obviously, this is about songwriting, not necessarily the performance, but even then, to get this kind of feedback, like I said, whew. All right, let's get back to it. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, February 23rd, and we completed all the classes and the homework. We are smashing it this week. As you saw yesterday, got some really amazing feedback on that songwriting assignment. So I'm just stoked. I'm stoked to be ahead of the game and on track. Today, Wednesday, is going to be all about my mentor session coming up tomorrow. Not only do I need to have another idea, but I also need to narrow down the tracks that I want to finish by the end of the quarter. So with my mentor, we'll be mixing down and mastering at least 3 tracks, I think. Hopefully we can keep up this pace, because not only do we have to finish level 6, but we also have to do a Pro Tools intro course in order to start the advanced program in LA. I'm so freaking excited though. So excited to do the vlog at Icon in person. I'm not sure if I told you, but originally I was going to go visit the school before I started the online program. And at that time I was even contemplating going and just doing the LA program. Of course, everyone knows what's been going on these last few years, and that kind of made my decision for me. But nonetheless, things work out in the end, and I can't wait to take the vlog to LA. All right, let's get to work. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Wednesday midweek check-in. How are we feeling this week? Absolutely ecstatic. We had therapy yesterday. It went pretty well. It was a bit deep and heavy, but we are absolutely killing it this week, and I'm feeling really, really good. We are totally done Unit 8 of Level 6. We smashed out the riff assignment. We got 100% on it already. And that feedback from my instructor, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So for keyboard techniques this week, we went back over the circle of fifths. Most people know the circle of fifths from harmonic DJing. Essentially, the circle of fifths is this really handy dandy chart that allows you to mix into the next song and stay in key. As in, what keys work the best playing one song into the next so it sounds smooth and there's no clashing of notes or keys. We also went over some very interesting theory behind, like, if you look at the layout of the keyboard, E and F as well as B and C are 2 white keys together. So technically you can have C flat as a note, which would be B, and B sharp, which would be C, and the same goes for E and F. So we learned the ins and outs of how that works and what that sounds like. Moving forward, music business, this was all about radio promotion. Basically, they kind of went over how do artists get their songs played on mainstream radio. Quite a bit of interesting knowledge in there, especially from the perspective of, if you're from a smaller town, like in LA, you're probably not gonna be able to like start hitting up any sort of radio show director and ask them to play your song. It's just not gonna happen. But if you live in a small town or you have a university radio station near you, there's a good chance you could actually get your songs to those DJs or even do a guest mix and get your stuff played on radio. Radio promotion typically is super expensive. Obviously, it's catered towards what's popular, and then depending on what kind of music you make, you know, you might not even really have a radio station that's playing that. They also talk about promo and playlisting, especially as it pertains to Spotify, and the fact that, you know, there are a lot of Spotify playlists out there. Obviously, as an artist, you want to get on Spotify's editorial playlist, but even then, you know, if you can find a playlist that has a few thousand people and you pitch the person your track, there's a good chance you're gonna get on there. And I mean, honestly, it all just snowballs from one thing to the next as you grow bigger and bigger as an artist. One of the tips was that, like, if you look at some of these smaller playlists that are just run by regular people, they usually have an email in the description that you could pitch your track to, so it's something to keep an eye out for. So I guess it wasn't just radio promotion, it was also just record promotion in general, but the last thing was getting your tracks in the hands of DJs who are playing out regularly. That could be at your local club, that could be touring artists, that could be someone super famous. Most of these artists will have a promo emailer on their website. And if you can just start making a list on an Excel spreadsheet of all these emails, that means every time you have a track ready to go, you can fire it off. As I said, we already finished the unit. Keys playing assignment is done, and I'm absolutely stoked about how quickly we moved through this unit. I'm just having a good week, to be honest, and I hope you are too. That'll be it for the Wednesday midweek check-in. We'll see you at the end of the week.